Hi YouTube, it's Lauren and you are watching The Substance Project. Today I was reading one of my most favorite magazines, Food and Wine magazine. I came upon an article called The 5 White Lies About Chardonnay, which I thought was a cute title because Chardonnay is a white wine. Yeah. First of all, before we go through this, I just want to tell you a little bit about Chardonnay. Chardonnay is a green-skinned grape variety which is used to make wine. It originated in the Burgundy wine region of eastern France, but now it's grown wherever wine is grown, from England to New Zealand. So basically all around the world. So now that we are a little bit educated about the Chardonnay grape, let's dive into the 5 little white lies, so says Food and Wine magazine. So the first, and just so happens I'm drinking some. The first little white lie is that all California Chardonnays are big, bold, buttery, and oaky. That may have been true back in the 90s, and it's still to this day a lot of people think that. However, each year less and less Chardonnays are aged in oak barrels. The producers are favoring aging them in stainless steel barrels. This gives them what they like to call an unoaked flavor and makes it a little more fresh and zingy. The second myth is that all cheap Chardonnays are bad. That is totally not true. There are plenty of affordable Chardonnays. One of my favorites is Toasted Head Chardonnay. It's very affordable. You can find it in almost any grocery store and it runs you around $11. The article also mentions a couple. The 2014 Man Family Chardonnay will run you around $11, or the 2013 Yummm Y Series Unwooded Chardonnay will run you about $12. The third myth is that all oaky Chardonnays are passé or should be frowned upon. That's not true either. I actually prefer an oaky Chardonnay, a buttery oaky Chardonnay. So whether that's in fashion or out of fashion, it's what I like. And if you like that, you go for it. And a real, true wine enthusiast will never look down upon you for that. One of my most favorites is from Flora Springs Vineyard, which is a vineyard in Napa. It is like big, buttery, oaky, delicious. You will love it if you love that kind of Chardonnay. I also like the fresher ones, but if I'm given the choice, I'm always going for the big, bold, oaky one. The fourth myth is that all good wine experts despise Chardonnay. That's a huge myth, just like all great wine enthusiasts hate Merlot. That's not the truth at all. Any good wine enthusiast can appreciate the nuances, the subtle nuances, and just how delicious most Chardonnays are, or a lot of Chardonnays are. There's nothing wrong with ordering a Chardonnay at a restaurant or tasting them at vineyards. They're delicious and they're popular for a reason. The fifth myth is that all French Chardonnays are super duper expensive and totally unaffordable. While it may be true that most French Burgundies, most French white Burgundies will break the bank a little bit at $80 to $90 a bottle, there are plenty of French Chardonnays that are being produced right now that are delicious and very flavorful for around $10 or $20. The article gives a couple recommendations, and full disclosure, I do not speak French, so I'm probably going to butcher these names a little bit. Speak Spanish, not French. So they gave an example of the 2012 Paul Mas Estate Chardonnay for $14. That's very good French Chardonnay. And they also gave an example of a 2012 Les, oh gosh, this is where it's gonna get bad, Les Yummm Chardonnay for $11. So that's not bad at all. I'm gonna put a link to this article in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please share it with your friend, neighbor, girlfriend, sister, mom, wife, whoever. And if you like Chardonnay, girl, you go order yourself some delicious Chardonnay. And subscribe below if you like what you saw. Thanks. Cheers.